Onward is a new Pixar movie and is their first movie in I don't even know how many years, but a while, to not be a sequel. Starring Tom Holland, Chris Pratt, Octavia Spencer, and a lot more pretty good names. Is it good? Or is it bad? Let's find out. But before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a little subscriber. So, Onward. It's a very interesting world as you're it takes place in a world like fantasy, and like magic used to be a thing, and basically a world with like elves and dragons and stuff, but it's more modernized. Like there's cell phones and stuff, and like a lot of people are saying in just society right now, technology take has taken over uh this world in this movie, and people sort of forgot that magic was a thing. So, two brothers, we have Ian, played by Tom Holland, and Barley, played by Chris Pratt. The latter of which is a huge, magic nerd and is not afraid of anything. He's very brave. When you get Ian, who is, not doesn't know quite as much about all this magic and is a little more nervous, and they go on a quest to they try to revive their dead dad, who they never really got to meet, and then but something goes wrong as you only get his legs. So they go on a quest for the next 24 hours to try to bring back the rest of their dad. That sounds pretty crazy, but when you watch the movie, it actually works really well. And it's a very interesting and unique sort of, unique story, and leave it to Pixar to do it. See, most Pixar movies try to find, certain stories that hit home. This one is supposed to, try to hit home to people that lost a parent at a young age. Um, and I think I haven't experienced that. But I think it should have done the job very well to those who have experienced that. It's also not just about that though. It's also about being brothers. As it's always like the older brother is like the role model and everything, but I mean, he also just wants to just do his own thing. But he also wants to be with his brother, which is kind of what happens here. I will say though, Chris Pratt and Tom Holland do really good as their respective characters, and it just like Pixar, it is touching. One problem I have with it though is the plot. Now I just explained to you the plot and everything, and that I said it's a good plot, but not how good the plot is. It's more like how it seems a little unorganized. So just some of the stuff that pops up, um, some stuff that happens here and there. It sort of is very distracting, and is also it's very distracting. You'll understand when you see it. Another problem I have, and I'll praise this in a second because it's both a problem and a complaint at the same. What am I saying? It's both a problem and a, a praise at the same time. See, you're watching it and you expect one thing to happen at the end, but something else happens, which sort of makes you change your whole perception of the whole movie. And while I, on one half, I thought that was great, it it's it was a nice little twist for an outcome, but at the same time, it's like you're on a this character's on a quest for to try to accomplish one thing, but then the other character accomplishes what the other person was trying to do. I hope I didn't just spoil that, but I said that as vague as I possibly could, and right there it sounded really stupid. But yeah, Also, Pixar always, has humor and stuff, and this movie's no different. I'd say the humor in this movie was pretty. It worked. I wouldn't, it worked. It got a nice chuckle out of me. I never really like laughed out loud, but I'm not particularly the kind of guy who like will laugh out loud during a movie unless it's a comedy. But like that's a different story. But most of the jokes in this movie, did what it did what they were trying to do. Um, it accomplished it. And one final thing I want to say about it is it was very entertaining. I don't think I was ever bored during it. Like the unique twist on, fantasy and modern day society, uh, sort of mixing them together just kept my interest. And I feel like I was kind of more interested in this movie as it was like on the horizon, more so than others cuz I heard people on the internet and I heard some people, you know, uh in person tell me that it looks good, but it doesn't look like they're a little worried about it. I never really had much of I never really had much worries. And it delivered. It's not one of Pixar's best, as in I wouldn't consider it top 5 or even I wouldn't even say top 7, maybe hanging around the bottom of the top 10. But Pixar's got a lot of great movies, so nothing to be ashamed of there. In conclusion, Onward is a very unique, world and a unique plot and a unique, just twist on everything, and it makes it very interesting when you go see it. If you like Pixar, I'm sure you'll enjoy this movie. So that's why I give Onward an 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, that was my review for Onward. What did you guys think? This one was a little shorter, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, come subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.